The Crossness River Action Group was formed in 2022 by local residents who wanted to tackle the mass of waste that was collected on the foreshore at Crossness in Thamesmead in SE28. In September 2022 was starting with clearing the path so that we had access down to the foreshore. And we did this event as part of Plastic Blitz, where we collected a sample of plastic from our litter pick on that date and monitored the types of plastic that we found. Since September to our last event on the 28th of May this year, we have removed 198 bags of waste from the Crossness foreshore. These photos from September 22 indicate the amount of plastic that we found, especially on the path as we headed down to the foreshore. So many very small plastic items that have either been flushed or washed into the water and thrown or blown over the wall. Things like bottle caps, pen lids, tampon applicators, very small cotton bud sticks, straws, and all kinds of items like that that we found when we did our litter pick. Just a selection of photos of our volunteers doing the logging on Plastic Blitz, removing large items on the foreshore, things like fishing and marine equipment, ropes, all kinds of construction equipment like signage and polystyrene. And at the end of the event, because we're on the foreshore and it's quite muddy, we have to clean our boots to make sure that we don't contaminate any other areas with the mud from the Thames. Some more photos of volunteers, and it's a lovely environment down on the foreshore by the river. You get a real sense of calm watching the birds and the boats go by and the reeds going along. This blossom tree at the corner is in full bloom in the spring, even though it's trapping so much litter underneath it at that corner. But it's a great place to work and a real good sense of team spirit when we're down there. Pictures show some of the bulky items or unusual items that we find on the foreshore. Things that float, like the plastic baby bath and all the bottles, bits of polystyrene, and things that are heavier that will have been thrown over the wall, things like car tyres, the Calagas canister, the steam iron, the wheel clamp. We've also found many golf balls that have been chipped over the wall from the nearby golf range that was used to be open, and lots of coconuts which have been sort of put in the water as offerings perhaps, lots of bakery crates and lots of road signage and lots of marine and water related items. More items like a part of a scooter, gas canisters, part of a safe, a big sort of road sign, chairs, foam from car seats and cushion covers, all kinds of very random things that we find. We do wonder sometimes where these things come from and who has the idea to put them over the wall, because often people think out of sight, out of mind, but when you throw something away, it never really goes away. It goes somewhere. Where does it go? A lot of the stuff that goes in the river or is dumped on the foreshore is dirty and damaged and cannot be recycled or repurposed. So a lot of this is just going to get put in landfill or burnt. This is the path down to the foreshore, and you can see the amount of litter that we had to rake and collect in bags in order to clear the path to get down to the foreshore. This was a massive task, but you can see from the picture on the left to the picture on the right how much we cleared it. And obviously now it's May 2023, lots of the bramble is coming back and there's lots of nettles and weeds and vegetation growing now over this path. So by the time we go back in September, we'll need to clear the path again of vegetation so that we can walk down it, but hopefully there won't be as much litter next time round. These photos are from March 2023, when we reached the eastern corner where the majority of the old litter was languishing in this corner. As you can see, lots of driftwood, the tree is in full blossom, and all of that litter that kind of gets washed up and just gets trapped beneath the tree and all the branches there. We removed so much litter from that event. We had a record number of bags and bulky items at that pick. But once we cleared it, it's made a massive difference, and it just doesn't look the same again. So hopefully we can keep on top of this corner now and make sure that items just are removed quite quickly and just don't attract more waste or fly tipping at this location. And what a difference a few months can make. This is from February to May, and you can see obviously in February lots of the reeds have died back and all the dead reeds are sort of covering the foreshore there. There's so many rocks and boulders on the foreshore, making it very treacherous to walk along, but we had cleared a path at the top, sort of nearest to the wall, that we were able to walk down in order to pick up litter and collect litter along there. But now in May, from our last litter pick, you can see the vegetation's grown back, and so again it's quite hard to see where you're walking. So we are going to be stopping our litter picks until September 2023, when we'll be back clearing a little bit of a path again and tackling any of the litter that's washed up from May onwards. Many thanks to all the volunteers who have joined the cleanups and our partners who have supported this project so far: Thames 21, Port of London Authority, Peabody, Crossness Engines Trust, Groundwork London, Bexley Council and local residents. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.